We are back, and it's a new year. We are actually, 7 days in?
Yeah.
I think we're 7 days in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right there. 7 days.
Whole week
Whole week
of a new year.
2023. And we are starting a new series today
Yes.
called Again and Again and Again and Again. It's actually only again and again, but I like to throw that in the mix.
It's like a little overboard sometimes, guys.
Woo! Just a little bit.
It seems like we do this. We do this series. We talk about this subject a couple times a year, at least once, sometimes twice.
Dude, yeah.
Because we need to. We need to remind ourselves.
Dude, it is. It's one of those things.
I know I need it, and it seems like it always comes up, like right when I haven't been doing all the things that we're talking about.
Oh, honey.
It's just, yeah.
It's like that expectant, right?
Yeah.
You just expect it.
Yeah.
That it's going to be like, okay, we get to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which is such a bad mentality.
It is.
It's not a good mentality at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So I know myself, especially, I need this message right now.
Yeah. We're speaking to ourselves here. For sure. For sure.
And we all really do. So we're talking about physical habits. We're talking about relationship habits.
Oof.
We're talking about
Oof.
mental habits and spiritual habits.
Dude, those 4 categories just kind of embody life, I guess you can say, right? I mean, I know if we can land those 4 categories, man, we're winning.
100%.
Right? Like everything
100%.
filters down through those categories.
And it's easy to land like one of them at a time, or like,
Dude,
I shouldn't say easy, but kind of. I mean, it's like, it's doable, right? We're to do it for a certain amount of time, but then we kind of forget, and then we find ourselves in a rut again. And so this is always just a great time of year to reevaluate and to step up and say, like, this is how I want to live. This is how I want to show up, right? Because if you open the Bible and you read it, there's nowhere in there where you're going to find like, this is the exercise plan that you should do, and this is what you should eat, and this is, it doesn't say that in the Bible. So you might wonder, like, why are you guys talking about it then?
That is so true. Well, here's go ahead.
If you do open the Bible, you will see that God has a plan for your life, right? It will say that. The Bible will say that you have a plan and a purpose for your life, and it's meant for something. Like, your life matters. There's value to it. And so in order to live out that purpose, because we're the only ones that really get in the way of that purpose and that plan, it's always on ourselves.
Absolutely.
So if we really want to live that out to the best of our abilities, then we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our physical body that we've been given. We have to take care of our mind and our spirit and our relationships, because all this stuff matters to God, and it matters to us as humans. It matters for your life to be full and joyous and fulfilling, all of these things, right? So
it's interesting because taking care of your body, we all know how that feels. It feels amazing when you're in tip-top shape, when you're eating better foods, less processed foods, when you're exercising in any capacity. That looks different for everyone. You're able to do more.
Yeah.
Right? Do more.
Yeah.
And that's the key, because we want to be ready for when God says it is time to go. Ready? Let's go. We got this mission. And we all have a purpose in life.
100%.
We all have a purpose.
100%. We're going over Galatians chapter 6, verses 4 through 9 in this series. And Galatians says each one should test their own actions. They can take pride in themselves alone, without comparing themselves to someone else. Each one should carry their own load, right? That tells us, like, we are responsible for ourselves. We have to carry our own load. One who receives instruction in the word should share all good things with their instructor. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. So to please the flesh, that equals destruction. So to please the spirit, that equals eternal life. Don't become weary in doing good. At the proper time, you will reap a harvest if you do not give up.
Ooh, and that last one gets me every time. I gotta stay there because by Wednesday,
Gonna be a
my
little weary.
woo, woo, by
Gonna be a little
Wednesday,
weary.
okay, just a fun fact, my
Oh.
Wednesday class, workout class, oh man, she abuses us. She's really good, but by Wednesday, you're just like, hey, honey, I don't think we're gonna go.
No,
You
yes.
do, but it's like we all need to understand that we only get one body.
Mhm.
I think so many of us take our bodies for granted,
Right.
take our health for granted,
Absolutely.
and I think within the last couple years, we've realized like, man, life is important. To be around people is important. To be able to serve people in a capacity where you're not getting weary, you're not losing strength within your own body is key. So we have to take care of our body.
And
right?
Chris and I are getting
We're
a
getting
little bit
old.
older.
Dude,
We're like
she's
26 now.
almost. Good job. Dude, you're 26?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were 25.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
It's not a
Wow. She just had a birthday. So she has reached the upper 20s now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
upper
so
20.
26 you're like upper. All right, we're lying. We're about 10, 12 years behind on that one.
But you kind of start to figure out like,
man,
I have to like
yes,
when you're young,
yes.
you can kind of take advantage a little bit more.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
can kind of abuse yourself a little more
Eat
and
all
get
the
away with
cheeseburgers.
it really gets you like in so many
Sure
ways.
Does.
Your energy levels,
Sure does.
the inflammation it causes, like all the things. It's just you can become a mess really fast when you're a little older. We're figuring that out. So when it says, don't be weary in doing good, you'll reap the harvest if you do not give up. It's when you give up, right? That the harvest doesn't happen. If you're not familiar with like farming, right? Because that's what this is. It's a farming reference, right? A man reaps what he sows. Sows, that basically means like you're sowing, like you're planting stuff, right? You're going to put seeds out. If you sow corn seeds, you're not going to grow carrots, right? If you sow carrot seeds, you're not going to grow apples. Like that's just not what happens. So likewise in our bodies, we reap what we sow, right? What are we planting? Like what are the seeds? And if you're not, it's not just about, okay, I'm going to throw the seeds out one time and I'm going to have a whole harvest of apple trees. Like that doesn't happen. You have to sow the seeds and then you have to maintain it, right? You have to water it. You have to fertilize it. You have to make sure that it's getting everything that it needs again and again and again, right? We don't just go to the gym one time and say, I have a healthy body. Like we don't just drink water one day and then never again and feel like we're going to be hydrated for our life. Like it doesn't happen.
No.
We can't just sleep one day a week and then say I'm good for the rest of the week, right? It doesn't happen like that. We have got to be consistent in sleeping and in eating and in moving our bodies and in drinking water, right? We have to nourish ourselves, right? We need to nourish our bodies with all of these things in order to be in the shape that we need to be in to live the life that God has planned for us.
That's it. You nailed it. I mean, you're spot on with that.
Done. Shut it off.
Shut it off. Monica, great job. Happy New Year, y'all. We are done. Oh, you are spot on, right? Yeah. So often we forget that, man, our body, it's a gift. It's not our own. Mm-hmm. God has given us this body, right? And you look at how beautiful that is. Right. And most of us just want to take that for granted. Mm-hmm. And that's the first thing we need to know. That's our first point, right? Why do we need to take care of our body?
Because it's a gift.
It's a gift. Your body is a gift. It is not your own.
It says that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, right? It's been given to you by God. It's a tool, right, for us to use in this purpose that He has for us in our lives.
That's right.
God has given us this gift of a body, and so many of us look at it as a burden, right? It's easy to focus on the things that we don't like about our bodies, the things that we wish we had in our bodies, right?
Right.
The whatever that looks like. And for some of us, it's real. Like there's, maybe you have health issues and concerns. Maybe you have a disability that you wish you didn't have. Maybe there's so many things, or it's like you just don't like the way you look, or whatever that looks like,
List could go on and on for sure.
But if you woke up today and you have a breath, right? You have life, then there's purpose for your body that you
That's
have.
right.
And you have this vessel, right? You have a voice. You have the ability to move, to do something, and to not recognize that gift, right, is a disservice to yourself, right? You're discounting your own life and feeling like you have nothing to live for, that you have no purpose. But God promises us that we do. He tells us, you have a purpose. I have a plan and a purpose for your life. And it is to prosper you, not to harm you, right? He tells us that he created this plan for us a long time ago, before we were ever even born. He had a plan for us. You were born on purpose. And as long as you woke up this morning, there is a purpose and a plan for your life. So use it. Use your body to whatever capacity you're able to use it to produce good fruit in your life.
Which leads us to the next point, right? We said it already. You what?
Reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow. It's interesting. I looked this up. I'm a facts guy, right? You said that. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I just like fun, I don't know, weird
Fun
stuff.
facts.
Fun facts. Here we go. This is going to blow your mind. So let's just, some reasons. This was all online, so this has got to be legit.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Some reasons people don't like working out. You're going to actually like this. This is really good. I'm too tired is one of them. I can't afford a gym. I don't have time. I need to be motivated. Monica. That's why she's got me. I don't like to exercise alone. I get bored easily.
Yeah, it's me too.
I'm too old.
Mm-hmm.
It's Monica. It says too overweight, too embarrassed to work out, which is a lot of us, right? When you hit that gym, you're just like, you look around and you're like, whoa, I got no muscles. You look good. You look good. I'm out, right? Maybe I'll just go to the locker room and cry. That's what I want to do sometimes. I'm tired and I can't stick to a program. I don't like working out with the opposite sex. I don't like to sweat. Dude, that one was good. That one got me. I don't like to sweat. It's like, wait, whoa. You know, when you sweat, you get out toxins. So that's a good thing. So you might want to learn to like to sweat if that's you. Whatever.
It's good for you.
It's great for you.
Your body
It's
was
great for you.
designed to sweat.
But you reap what you sow. So often it's like, we just want to make excuses in life in general, where it's like, I can't afford a gym. Dude, you know what's so amazing nowadays? There's a thing called YouTube. There's a thing called a friend, where you can just say, I don't know what to do. I can't afford a gym, but I need some exercises. Dude, you can get them anywhere, online,
Pinterest.
whatever it is. Pinterest, which is one of my favorite apps, by the way. High five, both of us. We love it. But there's so many resources out there that are free and accessible to you, like literally at your fingertips. So
you can go for a walk. You don't need to go to a
No,
gym. You don't have
not
to
at
do an
all.
exercise
No.
program. You just need to go for a walk, get out and have fresh air. You need to drink water, right? Chris and I just got these new water bottles from Costco.
Dude, where is it? I don't have one.
I don't have it with me.
Just pretend
But
it
it's
looks
awesome.
like this.
It's like this big water.
I'm
It's like a
holding
half
it.
a gallon, and it has little time markers that say, like, by 9 o'clock you should have drank this much, by 12 o'clock you should have drank this much, and it kind of keeps you
So
on
good.
track,
Yeah.
so you can measure it, because sometimes like you just go through the day and you're like, I think I filled my thing up 2 times. I don't know how much I drank. Maybe I had enough, maybe I didn't. It's like, that's one of the easiest things you can do, is just measure the amount of water you're going to drink and drink it all. Like, that is huge for your health. That is a big deal. Go to bed an hour earlier.
Yeah.
Go for a walk.
That's right.
Drink the water. Eat something nutritious. You don't have to cut out every single thing in your life, all the, sugar, and eat clean and Whole30 and whatever. Just have some things that are add some vegetables to your life, right? With nutrition. Add some vitamins. Take a multivitamin.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, add something to your life that is going to benefit your health. You don't need to be a bodybuilder that counts every calorie and every carb. You don't need to do a keto or paleo or Whole30 or any of those diets. Like, it doesn't need to be any of that. It's just do something, right?
Yep.
That is
Yep.
beneficial to your health.
Absolutely.
And like I said, those are the categories: sleeping, moving your body, drinking water, and eating nutritious food. Like, you're going to have more
That's it.
energy and be able to
Yeah.
do things. Like I
Yeah.
said, if you plant
Absolutely.
carrots, you're not going to grow apples. If you want to have a healthy body that is energetic, then you're not going to get that by being dehydrated and never sleeping and staying up
So
late
true.
and eating popcorn and candy and whatever. Like, that's not going to give you the results that you want, right? So you reap what you sow. If you want to have a healthy, energetic life, you have to do things that are healthy. That's just the way it works. You reap what you sow.
Reap what you sow. You have to create that habit. And the last thing is, you got to be ready for whatever God has in store for you, right? If you don't have energy, if you feel sluggish, you're
don't have confidence.
probably not, if you don't have confidence, you're probably not going to be willing to do what God says. Fun fact about God, he's never early, he's never late, but he's always on time, which means we always want him early. We never want him late. And when he's on time, we usually aren't ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's true.
Oh, what a good quote. Oh, so good. Right?
Yeah.
It is. It's interesting because it says in the verses that we read, take pride in your own actions. Right? I mean, this is about you at this point. When it comes to your health, nobody could actually like get you there, if that makes sense. Nobody can actually force water down your throat because that's illegal.
Right.
Like, it is so hard to get people, if you think about it, it's so hard to get somebody to go with you to the gym, right? It's so hard for you to, push these things on people, even though it will help them. That's not our role, right? That's not our role. And I mean, God's not like that. He doesn't push people around. But for us, we want to just give you these like little glimpses of hope for you, like letting you know that you could do one of these things, right? In one of these areas, you can go for a walk, right? You can be ready for what God has in store for you.
Because there's a ton of things that he has in store for you. And some of it's like, it
Ooh.
doesn't always mean some big, purposeful, grandiose thing, right? It's like you're not necessarily not training for a marathon or like Ironman, or you don't have to do something like that, right? But you're training for your life, right? You need to have the energy and the focus to be able to wake your kids up for school in the morning. That's like the hardest thing we have to do all day is wake our kids up.
Dude.
To like drag Hudson out of the bed by his feet. Like, he does not get out of bed.
And then Saturday mornings he's up at 6.
Oh yeah.
Ready,
and
rock,
then
and roll.
once we get him out of the bed, it's like we have to like, okay, brush your teeth, do your hair, put on your shoes, make sure you have your homework, make sure you have your lunch, like every single
Look
thing,
at my
right?
face right now.
Like, I'm already out of energy. That's what happens. It's ridiculous. We have to be able to get them out of bed, get them ready for school, get them out the door, take them to school, come back, work for the whole day, clean our house, do the dishes. We have to, they get home, we got to do the homework with them. We have to make the dinner and go to the grocery store and run the errands and take them to ballet and take them to soccer and make sure that all the bills are paid. And there's so much that we have to do, right? We're trying to run our own business. We're trying to do our taxes, whatever that looks like. There's a lot of stuff that we all have to do every single day of our lives.
So much.
And so many of us are just like dragging ourselves through it, right? We're just like we're just dragging ourselves through with little to no energy and little to no passion, little to no fervor, right? So it's like, that's not what God has in mind for your life. He wants you to do all of these things and to recognize the purpose in them, to recognize the gift that it is, and to allow you to feel good about yourself, to feel like you have energy, to feel like you have joy, to feel like you are doing something that matters.
That's right.
Right? And that all starts with just taking care of your body. It's just like the first step in overall well-being, right? Just physically taking care of your actual body will change so many things in your life. It'll change the way that you think, the way that you feel. It changes your mind 100%. We're going to talk about mental health in a couple weeks too, but
they coexist,
it is so
right?
important.
They coexist.
So important.
So true.
You have to take care of yourself.
So true.
We're all called to love God and to love others and do all these things, and you have to take care of yourself in order to love yourself, right? And if you're going to love others the way that you love yourself, well, you have to love yourself first. So take care of your body. It's important.
That's right. To
your life. It's important to God. It's a gift. And I hope that you maybe just have a different outlook on it this year, because so often we come into the new year saying, I'm going to do this, but we do it for kind of the wrong reasons. We do it for like, oh, I want to look good in my swimsuit this summer, like, or whatever that looks like. Oh, we're going on vacation and I gotta like starve myself this week so I can, like so
I could squeeze in.
And that's not what it's about. No, it's about fueling yourself with the nutrition and the water and the sleep, and so that you have the energy to live your life. That's what it's about, right? And I think that coming out of December, a lot of us spent the whole entire month, I know I did, abusing myself, right? Like eating too much, having too many cocktails, not sleeping, doing too many activities, like not going to the gym because I was stressed about our schedule and all of that, right? And so it's like I find myself now in January craving carrots and water, right? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, my poor body was like, please stop with the sugar. Please stop with the everything, like the champagne. So please stop with the going and doing things. Like we did nothing for New Year's Eve because we were so over it. It was like, I don't want to be around another person. I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to drink anything. I don't want to celebrate anything. And that's not like, and if we're not careful, if this becomes a lifestyle, right, where you're doing all too much of this, then that becomes who you are. Like, I don't want to do anything, right? And that's not who we want to be. We want to have the energy to go out and celebrate with other people and be around people and live a life that is full and abundant.
We're going to end with this. As we have started this new series called Again and Again, find your one thing that you can do again and again and again for your physical body. Find one physical habit and start that today, not tomorrow, and try to do that every single day. It's going to get mundane, but trust me, all the little things add up. Just keep doing it again and again and again. We're going to pray for you guys. God, we thank you for who you are. Thank you for this physical body. Thank you for, once again, another day that we can breathe, that we can go for a walk, that maybe we can just open up our eyes and see from a different perspective. You've blessed us so much, Lord. Allow us to do the one thing when it comes to our physical bodies. Maybe it is just drinking more water. Allow us to know that can allow us to go the distance, so that we can be prepared for what you have in store for us. God, we love you. We thank you for your grace and your mercy, and we thank you for 2023. We say this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us. Man, I'm going to go work out right now. No, I'm not right now, but trust me, every day. That's one of the things that we're working on and we're trying to achieve, is that one thing. And we're going to do it again and again and again. And fun fact, so those water bottles, get one. I fill it up with coffee all day. No, I don't. That'd be good though. That'd be good. It would not be. I drink a lot of water, trust me. Here we go. You guys, we'll see you next week for episode 2. Monica, bye-bye.